Hello everybody and welcome back to Wally Racing League. We are back for Tier 1, round number 9, here at Spain. Obviously our championship leader, Meowsy, is here tonight. He'll be hoping to continue his run of form. He's had a very good couple of weeks. He'll be hoping to keep that up. But not far behind is Fat Cat, his teammate. The Alpines have been very good all season, so their TP will be very happy with that, to continue watching that. Not far behind is Jono, and then Left for Dead, Alex Kelly and Oxchillo not far behind them, so it'll be a good race. I'm interested to see who will get back on top today. Instructor side, you have Alpine in first. Not far behind them is the McLarens. Third, you have Aston, followed by Williams, Ferrari, Haas, RB, Sauber, Red Bull, and Mercedes very far behind from the pack. Obviously, Cooper filling in for his team again. He'll be hoping to pick up some points for them. So it looks like Fat Cat will be the first one to settle up, second in the standings, so it'll be a very high standard first up. Apologies for that, I am back. It's a yellow flag. Not sure if that's Campbell slowing down or spinning. Back in sector 2, hopefully not going to get any traffic from, I think, the RB in front. But hopefully he doesn't get any slipstream either. Definitely tries to. I think he has another RB in front of him. Campbell's out. I don't know if he's hit the barrier or something there, but Campbell Adams is out before even setting a lap time. Not sure how that is for the McLaren, but an 11.5 is the first lap set. Andre next up in the Ferrari. He is about 7 tenths back. Yorgo then with a 12.2. Another Ferrari, slower so far, 12.5. ZK up there in second with an 11.8. Jazz 6th. JDI Mr. Thunder in second, does a good lap from him. So we have Mercedes next. Lamb, he's invalidated. Here we have Left for Dead. I think the reigning full-time champion now. He goes to the top with an 11.4. Good lap from him. As Oxchillo goes into third. Ooh, Bake Spud. Also known as Potato goes to P1 with 11.1. Very good lap. That is 3 tenths quicker than P2. But there's this purple sector 2 set here by our championship leader. Coming around the final corner, can he beat the flying lap of Potato? He can an 11.1 as well, about 600ths better. very close from that top two. There, they have a quite reasonable gap to P3. Sammy next up in the Williams. Goes P6 just behind his teammates. Good lap from both the Williams there. Liam last invalidated. I'm pretty sure he invalidated last lap too, so both the Mercedes quite far down there yet again. No lap set by the Tier 2 driver either in the Aston Martin. So after the first 2 laps sent, it is our championship leader in first, Potato in second, Left 4 Dead in third, Fat Cat P4, Oxy P5, followed by his teammate Sammy in P6, JDI 7th, ZK 8th, Yorgo 9, reserving, Andre P10, Jazz P11, Pop Top Bongo P12, Whiff P13, Cooper P14, and then 2 guys not setting a lap, and then Campbell, who is out of the session already. Campbell is definitely one of those guys who can get himself up the pack, overtake a lot of these guys from pretty quickly too. So that'll make for a pretty entertaining start of this race. But yeah, Whiff is ahead of Campbell. So that's basically a sign that we're going to go win it all. But we've got a couple drivers out for another lap. Yeah, Whiff Matif 3332 is also my favourite driver. I still enjoy watching him a lot. So, Fat Cat for a second run. Not sure if that's on a new set or not. It is. Looks very tidy through the first couple of corners. He's up 600s through the first. That'll be enough to get him up position so far. As Campbell's left the session. Not sure if anyone can get him back in, but I don't have him added. Ooh, a little bit loose coming out of that corner. He keeps it going. Might get a nice slipstream from the Ferrari, but he has invalidated. See what our Tier 2 driver can do. Swift, he was very quick in Tier 2. So stepping up in Tier 1, I'm sure he can do a very good shift. I believe he got a podium the other night. Through Sector 2, a 50.7. Honestly, I've got no idea what a good time is. Yeah, I will be expecting my KFC, mate. I only stepped in because no one else was doing it, so may as well. Better than nothing. Swift goes P11, better than some of those Tier 1 guys, so he'll be pretty happy with that. Andre goes P8, he did manage to improve on his time. So Lamb will be wanting to set a lap after invalidating his 2 so far. Looks to keep it tidy this time around. Ooh, again a little bit loose coming out of there. But it still looks pretty good. It should be about mid-pack, I believe. He goes P11, just ahead of Swift there. I believe I missed JDI going off to P4, so a very good lap from him. Apologies for missing that. Who's next? I believe Ferrari. Can he improve from P14? No. Whiff, who's going to be the pole sitter very soon. Swift's actually the lone Aston Tier 2 driver. There you go. Mercedes next to that. Cooper, also another outlap, so should be a Williams next. Is that Oxchillo? Yes, it is. He's down his time though. Should get the telemetry up. Hopefully Potato can get a nice slipstream when he starts his lap from this. Oxchillo with a good lap goes into P3 at an 11.4. I think that's a kick Sauber next, but Yorgo goes into the pits. It's not Cooper. Is that a Red Bull? It is a white Red Bull. I like the look of that. P11. Pretty decent lap. It's a Haas next. He goes in the pits. I think this Ferrari's about to go in the pits as well. No, he doesn't. He's up and he goes into P12. Up 2 spots. Not bad. What can a championship leader do? Can he extend his advantage? He's run out of battery at the end. No, he can't. He can't improve on his time. I think that was Sammy starting a lap. Cooper 2/10 up on his time, but they'll still be the slowest, even with this improvement. Unless he can have a good last sector, which he does. He nearly goes up a position, but he can't quite manage it. Flip that as Potato up next. He goes in the pits. Looks like he's got a lot of pace on him tonight, which is good to see. I believe that's Ox going to the pits. It is. Is that Lefty? On an out lap. Might be Whiff next. It's not on a push lap though. Not sure who's on a actual lap. I missed something. I think that was Fat Cat going into P4. Sammy next. Also not on a lap. So I believe that second run's done. And it's an Alpine 1-4. Continuing their dominance so far in the constructors. The Williams also showing good pace together. I'm sure the McLarens would have been up there as well if Campbell didn't go into the wall. I'm actually not sure if he's managed to find his way back or not. But although the tier 2 guys are the bottom 3, I believe they've actually all showed some pretty good pace. They're all only about 1.2 seconds away from pole, so it's pretty good from those tier 2 boys. And speaking of tier 2, Swift is up, it's about 2/10, so he might actually manage to go ahead of some of these tier 1 guys. Looks clean. P10, he does. He goes. That's actually a really good lap from the tier 2. Ahead of 3 tier 1, 4 tier 1 drivers. So very impressive. I also missed Lefty going to P3, so I apologise for that. But he looks to be back at his full pace. That's a good lap time on 11.3, but still 2/10 behind those top 2. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone can match them. JDI Mr. Thunder might be able to, because he looks to be pretty fast so far in the Haas. Obviously Haas need a good couple of points. I believe they are still last in the overalls. So a good result from Mr. Thunder would be what Izzy is hoping for through the first sector. Is down on his time, he's up on his time just about. But so far this won't improve his position. As ZK goes into P7, that was a good lap from him in 11.6. Red Bull's looking pretty good. Mr. Thunder still improving just about. These top 6 all look to be in contention to win this race. As I have seen, he's set the fastest middle sector so far. So can he contend with those top 2? Get himself in the 11.1s. Coming around the final corner. Burns the battery. He's improved but not position. He joined the 11-4 with Oxchillo and Fat Cat, who were separated by 3 thousandths. Very close tier 1, always. We're not far away from our final couple of runs, or our final runs, so it'll be interesting to see who can put themselves on pole. I believe Andre will start us off. So what can the Ferrari do for Kirko? Currently P10. They'll need about 0.2 of an improvement to go up in position, so you'll need a lot out of this to get any better than P10. There is a bit of a gap from the position higher. Gets the car over the curb. Someone improved. You can see, I think that might have been your go to P10. But Andre's got a good first sector there, up about a 10th. Needs a good lap, but there's a bit of a lock up there. We're hoping to claim his P10 back at the very least. Burning a lot of the battery, doesn't have much left, but he's down. He's going faster, but I don't see him going any higher than P10 currently. It's hard to see the delta up the top because my voice thing's in the way. Oh yeah, they don't have enough time to go around, so they're tied in the pits. But Andre, can he improve in P11? He does. He gets back P10. I believe that's be next, but outlap. Other one's still an outlap. Who's next? Is that Williams? Who is that? I think it's Fat Cat. He needs only 3 seconds to improve position, but I know him and he'll be wanting more. Which he does get more, up into P3, making it Alpine 1-3 at the moment. Oxy goes into P5. Actually, you don't think that... Oh, it was just Lamb who goes up to P7. Very strong lap. And Potato claim at P1 back. He's just about up. Does he have enough for provisional pole? Runs out of battery just about. Can't get it. Improves his lap, but can't get P1. Meowsy just holding it so far. Sammy next, but he has invalidated. It's Whiff next. Tier 2 driver stepping up. So we'll be hoping to get a couple of points if he can. With his Max Verstappen helmet. Or he goes off. Can't improve. Oh, and it looks like Meows is actually about to improve his pole time even more. It looks about a 10th up. Can he get in the 10s? Not quite, but it's still an 11-0, and that's pole by over a 10th. Oxchillo in third. Good lap from him. What can Lefty do? Lefty up into P4. Can Cooper get off the bottom? No. Behind Whiff again. About the Red Bull. Improves lap but not position, a thousandth away from Swift. So I believe that is our final grid. Close qualifying. The top 12 all in the 11s. Top 14, sorry. So the top 14 all split by about 8/10. And then you have 2 tier 2 guys. We've actually done still quite well to get that close. With the standout tier 2 with an 11.8. Managing to beat a tier 2 driver by 1,000th, so he'll be happy with that. Doing well for Roshan there. But it's pole position by our championship leader. And then Potato just behind him, who has said he is washed, and he's P2, so very happy to see that. Oxchillo P3, sorry, it wasn't Fat Cat. Oxchillo does well to get P3 above Lefty. Fat Cat P5, JDI P6, Lamb P7, very impressive showing from the Mercedes driver. ZK P8, Sammy P9, the 2 Ferraris led by Andre P10 and 11. Yorgo P12, reserving for the Kick Sauber. Swith, our tier 2 driver. Jazz Tan at P14, and then Whiff and Cooper, Tier 2 drivers. And then last place is Campbell Adams, who didn't even set a lap time. So it'll be very interesting to see if he can come through the pack, because he definitely has the pace to do it, but it's not going to be easy. Tier 2 was wet, so I'm hoping for a dry race this time around, but I wouldn't mind a bit of rain to make it interesting. See, he's been doing some wet practice or not. Yeah, I think that rumour might be true, because I don't think that Whiff would be that far off the pace, you know. I think he would have set pole if he didn't get impeded there, so he definitely will be investigated by the stewards, but I'm sure he'll just come through the pack anyway, so I'm not worried. It'll be interesting to see what the strategy is, mediums or hards. I believe it is a medium to hard race, but these guys know much better than I do. It's unlikely we're going to get a safety car here, but I know Tier 2 had 2, I think, because they didn't know they can't hit the pit entry. Campbell does manage to get himself in. Hopefully he can get in just as the lights go out. But yeah, Whiff just wanted a challenge. But even this won't be a challenge for him. He'll just come through anyway. Looks like we might actually have some soft runners. But it's actually very split, medium, hard, soft. So it's going to be an interesting one. Definitely a lot of strategy involved. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go as a quick light. It's a good start from Potato. Looked like he had the better launch, but the hard tyres just not enough for the mediums. Fat Cat managed to get a good start up 2 spots. Well, they're all close, but it looks clean. Campbell already trying to get up, but he's spun again. Struggling there. Oxy and Lefty going side by side, fighting for P4. Oh, a bit of late braking from Oxy, but they're still side by side, and JDI is even looking at this. JDI looking around the outside of Oxchillo. Lefty all there, they're all squished up. JDI has Lefty for now, but Lefty is keeping it in there. He's gonna get it, he's gonna get back P5. ZK and Sammy going at it as well. Very close first lap. Sammy and ZK still going at it. There was a car who ran wide there as well. ZK going down the inside of Sammy for P8. Just turn the telemetry on. Oh, they're still going side by side, these lads. ZK nearly loses it on exit. Whiff gets into P15. Campbell is in the lobby. He just got spun. So on the softs, he's going to have to crawl back even more. Fat Cat, oh, got awfully close to Potato. Manages to keep it just about. Potato the only one opting for the hard tyres, so we'll be seeing that come into play a bit later. The Campbell's already got a 3-second, and it's been 1 lap. Interested to see if he got forced wide on the first lap or something, but it's gone from bad to worse for Campbell Adams. Chilo looking for a podium's position. He's under fueled, I see. Backs out of it. Oxchillo has under fueled. So has Lamb, so has Sammy. Seeing how that comes into play later. Lamb is going for it again. It's actually going very well in the Mercedes. As long as he can actually keep it on track in the race. He struggled a bit in qualifying, but it looks like he's got it sorted now. ZK will be looking to get back. Oh, Sammy loses it! And ZK has nowhere to go. And that's them both tumbling down the order. And wing damage it is for both of them, so they're both in. And that's unfortunate for ZK. Sammy just lost it, and ZK had nowhere to go. Campbell's in again. Interested to see if he'll go on hards or something. Try to save his race somehow. But our championship leader already a second ahead of P2. He is flying. That's not to take away from second and third. They are still creating a bit of a gap from P4. Oxchillo and Lefty look to put their head down just a bit. Swift tier 2 guys, what is Whiff doing out there? Track is not over there, Whiffy. Looks all good. They're losing it, but Cooper gets the Red Bull. The yellow flag, Sammy loses it coming out of the pit lane. That's Campbell up a spot. Back to this battle. Whiff getting awfully close to Swift, two tier 2 guys here. Look at the position changes. Our highest gainer is Cooper up 6. Yeah, that's another muscle lap, but Cooper up 6, loses us Sammy and ZK down 8 and 7. That cat trying to make it an Alpine 1-2 here though. There's a bit of contact, some more contact, and some more contact, and they're both in the wall. Wow, that's even more contact. Tier 1. Normally pretty clean tier, but that's another collision. And that's between two big dogs. And that gives an opportunity to some other guys to get on the podium. Oxchillo P2, Lefty P3, and now Lamb is in P4 in that Mercedes. But wow, that was a bad incident in turn 1. I don't know who was at fault there, but Potato and Fat Cat got screwed over by that. I'm not sure if they have any damage, but from P2 and 3 to P8 and 13, not what you want to see. Hopefully I caught enough for it to be clipped. Obviously Potato my driver, so I'm hoping he wasn't at fault. It's a shame to see him in the wall. He stays out. Still unsure if he has damage, but he's staying out on the hard tyres. That's brought Meowsy a lot closer. I'm not sure if that's just because he was harvesting or whatever, but that gap has gone right down to 3/10 already. He's definitely saving his battery, unlike these guys behind. As the top 5 have now escaped the DRS from P6, as Yorgo's somehow managed to find his way there. Struggling all qualifying, has managed to get a good start. So yeah, the biggest gainers still Cooper and Yorgo up 6. The biggest losers ZK down 7, Fat Cat and Sammy down 8, and Potato down 6. The only real guys that have lost positions, apart from Andre's lost 4 as well. Everyone else has gone up a position, or you know, a few, so other than those guys, it's been a good start. All these guys have got really high battery. I don't know how these guys do it. In any other tier, these guys will be down to at least 30% by now. Lefty looks a bit quicker in the straight. It's not quick enough. Yorgo will be left vulnerable here without any DRS. Potato catching back up. So I'm assuming he doesn't have any damage. It's good to see Cooper holding on nicely. Definitely holding his own in tier 1 yet again. Go back up to Lefty, who's looking at Oxchillo. This guy's been going at it for all 6 laps so far. Definitely not far behind. Seems to be the quickest out of these lots so far, actually. Another relatively good exit. Pretty good train, actually. JR going to go for it, he is, but Lamb covers it off very well. Just takes the inside, brakes late, no chance to get an overtake, but that has slowed him down. Not enough to get him out of DRS yet though. So 7th gap, just Meowsy looks so quick at the moment. I don't see any of these guys really switching spots for a little bit. But Potato is fighting back. He'll be hoping to get himself back up there. Saving his batteries, he gets back past the Ferrari. And Cooper loses a spot. So yeah, Potato will definitely be putting his head down, trying to get back in this train. Diogo is currently out of. He'll be wanting to get these guys very quickly. But he definitely looks quick at the moment, Potato. Just hope there's no post-race pens from that incident. If there's not, he's looking very good for a good position in this race. I was talking about the fact that he did pit on that last lap, didn't notice it, but he's pit early. I'm not sure if that was for damage, but he's definitely gone for a very big undercut. Might work out for him because he's a very quick driver. I'm not sure about his tyre savings, but very quick. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a 2-stop or a 1-stop for him. Don't see him doing a 1-stop from here, but definitely possible. Going down the main straight. As Diogo does manage to get himself in the DRS, but he has had to waste a lot more battery than these other guys to do so. Chilo's pretty desperate to get ahead, just can't get close enough at the moment. Guys are all pretty close. And Diogo's just trailing back, hoping to get himself back in that train again. Just hanging in there. Hanging in there and slipping out. He's very vulnerable to Potato at the moment. No DRS. Got so much less battery. If he doesn't get himself back in this DRS, he is looking not good. Potato is looking very quick right now. Can Oxchillo potentially get closer this lap? I think this is the closest he's been so far. He's got about the same battery, actually he's got about 20% better. But he seems to be more focused on lefty. Oh, he's getting close. That lead is definitely not safe anymore. He's being hunted by Oxchillo, lefty and Lamb. He's not safe. But Oxy not close enough so far to go for a position. Oh, but is Potato going to send it? Oh, nearly did. Definitely thought about a dive bomb there. Diogo just hanging in there again at DRS. It's very close. It's good to see Potato managing to find his way back into the DRS. The hards will be just about as good as the mediums now. This is where he'll want to take advantage. Doesn't go for it just yet. Be interesting to see where these guys are when the pit stops happen. A safety car for them would be very nice. But in Tier 1 I just don't see it happening. Has definitely had a better lap than Oxchillo there. So no one close enough for an overtake yet again. Potatoes will definitely burn some battery to get close. JDI definitely looking at Lamb as well. He's not far. Definitely see some stuff happening in the next few laps, but for now, no real position changes. Look at the back, haven't looked there in a while. As I say that, Potato gets the move on Diogo. And he's hanged in the DRS as well. Very good for him, back up into P6. On the hard tyres, be hoping to get these mediums and hopefully go away from these lads when they pit. As Cooper is ahead of Whiff for once. In Tier 2 that obviously was not the case. Ooh, Oxchillo and Lefty have almost lost their DRS there. Actually really close. Not a good lap from either of them clearly. And Lamb nearly lost it. So it definitely became a lot more spread out there, and Potato will be licking his lips at all these guys here. No did he. 8/10 of the gap. Honestly, it might be broken this lap, as Lefty's is nearly broken. It is at the moment, as Miazi's definitely now deciding to put the foot down. All of them now having to use their battery. Fat Cat gets past ZK. But 9/10, Oxy just hanging in there, but it's definitely struggling. Lefty doesn't have it. Lamb will be loving to see that. It's very close. I think Oxy can just hold on. It's close, but Meowsy just doesn't do enough. He hangs in there by like about 400ths. So that'll definitely help him get further ahead of Lefty. But all of these guys have basically used their battery except for Potato now. So he is in a very good spot to overtake all these guys. Pop Top gets past Yorgo. Unless he can get back at him. Oh, there's a spin! And he manages to save it. Wow, what a save. But Hauser raised his overtake. Fat Cat sets fastest lap. It's 5th time around. Took him a bit to wear them in, but he's got it now. It's definitely in pit stop range of these guys. But I doubt he'll be able to take those hard tyres at the end from here. Hunting. Oxy looks about out of it this lap. Don't think he's going to be able to hold on. So I think this is where our championship leader might go away here, because not much can happen at Spain. When you reach that flow, there's no real going back. I think he's probably gone from here. Pop Top and Yorgo going in on those mediums. Probably 2-stop, you can't really 1-stop from there. Oh, these guys getting close. JDI's going for it on Lamb. Side by side still. Lamb tried to keep it but doesn't quite manage it. JDI up into P4. This guy's battling as well. Andre just getting past with no real problems. But here comes Potato and Lamb. Lamb definitely getting a bit of a squeeze, but Potato's also through. Loses 2 spots in about a sector there, Lamb, and then he goes into the back of Potato. Maybe a bit of head loss, starting to struggle now. We'll see if any of these guys respond to Yorgo on Pop Top. Undercut. Potato will get JDI probably next lap. I don't see him hanging on with 60% less battery and the medium tyres. It looks like Potato's been managing those tyres quite well. Probably take them far. He's definitely looking at a 1-stop, I reckon. But yes, these guys have responded. Miazi in, Lefty in, and JDI. JDI, Lamb all in. Swift is in. Jazz stays out. Andre is in. Whiff stays out. So that's 5 of them in. Oxy, Jazz and Whiff, all the only ones remaining on those mediums. Interesting decision from Ox not to come in. He's definitely at risk of getting undercut by Lefty now. And this is definitely a pass to let Miazi extend his lead unless Ox is going for that 1-stop. Oh, got awfully close to the gravel there. So by the looks of it, Campbell, Sammy have not managed to get anywhere close. It's going to be really hard to save their race from here unless something happens. Fat Cat's managed to get a couple of spots. He looks still in progress of coming back here. But all those guys coming down the order will definitely shake the championship up a bit, as Ox is now in to respond. See where he comes out compared to Lefty. Obviously, Potato on his way. What about Whiff? He is in. So everyone's in except for the only hard starting runner. which was Potato. So we're about to see everyone's true position. Oh, Oxchillo actually did not have a bad overcut at all. Got out well ahead of Lefty. And not that far away from Miazzi, so it's actually a good in-lap from him. Still underfueled though. Oh, and as I say that, it goes away. 15 seconds to the gap. So Potato will probably come out about P6, I would say. That'd be my prediction. The whiff comes out P15. Still a point for a tier 2 driver, so we'll take that any day. But Top will be hoping to continue his battle with Yorgo here. Get past him. Yorgo will be very vulnerable with no DRS and about 20% battery. Whereas Fat Cat is just behind them. Even on older tyres, he's looking quicker. He's starting to crawl back into it. These tyres will definitely be warmed up a lot more than these guys. But can Pop Top go for the move, or does Yorgo straight on speed just too much? Doesn't look like it. The Ferrari gets by with ease. Up into P7. Simply done. Him up 4 spots now after starting P11. But other than that, not much will be happening now. Everyone looks pretty spread out after the pit stops. Unless Fat Cat can crawl his way through these guys. He definitely can. He's looking quick now. He'll be wanting to come back after that incident with Potato. Obviously coming out not as good as him. I think he was the one who got the damage, and Potato looked pretty clean. But he was definitely the unlucky one out of the two. Oh, there's a big slide. Managing to keep it though. Doesn't end up spinning it. Very impressive. And that's why he's tier 1, clearly. Oxy's actually managed to close down the gap to Miazzi again. I'm not sure if that's intentional from him to, you know, get further ahead of Potato, but yeah, Miazzi just harvesting a lot more than Oxy is. Lefty hanging in there again, hoping to get back into the DRS. He's gaining again. So a fight might be back on between these lads. Expect Potato in about 3 laps, you'd say. To go for that one stop. I think most are on that one stop, except for obviously the guys who have double-digit tyre length. Everyone else will probably be looking for that one stop. Obviously Miazzi is at time more and more. Obviously it's too early for Potato to come in. So Oxy has brought down the gap again. Oh, he gets close. He's not far off at all. And Lefty's closing in on the both of them. So those three are definitely our contention for the race win. I don't see these guys finishing outside of the podium from here. As the gap to first drops below 14 seconds. Oxy's looking racy. He's got more battery now, only 5 tenths away. Lefty's only 4 tenths away from him with 70% battery. These guys are really switching who is going to be quicker on a certain lap. Lefty definitely looks the better out of these guys so far. I was hoping I could see the last lap, but clearly not. This lap definitely looks better for Lefty's side of things. sure if Lamb made a mistake, but Pop Top manages to get past. On a P6, 5 spots up for him now. Going into none on the straight, so again, no one really looking for an overtake just yet. That actually managed to extend the gap on that lap. As he clearly not adjusting to the hards as much, unless he's just sandbagging, which I don't doubt. Lamb's going for a back. Probably will with a lot more battery, but man, they were close to colliding. Lamb locks up, goes in the grass, and get it back just about. P6 is actually a very impressive drive from him so far. Obviously, former Tier 2 driver, got promoted to Tier 1. Now he's here in P6. A bit of help from the top guys. It's been a bad day for Campbell, for sure. Not really his fault. Maybe qualifying was, but in the race he just spun on the first lap. Can't really recover in Tier 1. Lefty will be having to pick up the pieces for his team. Even Sammy's out, so it's all up to Oxchillo and Lefty for the overalls. Obviously doesn't even want to overtake Meowsy at the moment. And they'll just lose time. I'm sure Lefty wouldn't mind if these guys battled. He wanted to get them both. Actually a nice little train coming up here. See a nice little battle happening. Swift doing very well to go in P9 and the Tier 2 driver. Oh, he's actually going to send it on Yorgo around the outside. This will be a very good move if you can get it done, as the two in front are also battling. Very close. It's also very tight. Both were shoved off the road, it looks like, by each other. So that one is getting a bit spicy. And focusing a bit too much on the front, and clearly these guys are starting to put on a show now. P6 looks very highly contested by the 5 of these guys. I don't see anything happening on the top guys yet again. That cat is now in. Yeah, I can see him going for a one stop. Swift is looking for Yorgo. Does he have enough? He's definitely burning, but doesn't quite have enough to go for a position. There's like a spot good on the lad. I can't see anyone taking this from Meowsy. It's very controlled. But obviously can get back into that flow. Lefty does look like an Ox as well. Red Bull looks like he wants to join in the battle. P6, Campbell does set the fastest lap. At least that's something for him. But he's still very, very far away from the pack. The bottom 3 are. All those guys are one of the quicker guys in the tier, so definitely shake the grid up a bit. As our current leader, Potato, is now in. Where he'll drop back to, I don't know. Become our top 3 again. No one will be looking for a move. Will Lamb have enough to get past Potato? I don't actually see it happening. It's going to be tight on exit. Yeah, Potato comes out ahead in P5. It's actually higher up than I suspected. Pop Top is looking for it around the outside again. These guys have been fighting, and there goes Lamb. There it is, the incident. Those two were looking to crash all battle, and there it was. They were shoving each other wide, sending it, and there was one in the wall. Not sure whose fault it is, but that is a shame for Lamb. He was having an amazing race up in P6, and that goes away into the wall. But that is popped up into P6. Definitely be looked at by the stewards though. That battle was just getting too close. Every lap it looked like it was going to happen, and it finally did there. How you learn. But I appreciate them for making it interesting, but that battle's now gone because of that. Mercedes needed a good result in this tier, and it looked like they were finally going to get it from Lamb. Yeah, of course that would have to happen, their bad luck continues. Look at these top three, they're getting closer to each other. He's definitely looking very quick. Lamb's in, it's definitely for damage. At least that is a position that ZK could pick up. Another one of those guys who have struggled today. Ooh, Lefty is very close now. Will finally something happen between these top three guys? It's getting very close now. The Williams and McLaren battle looks to continue, as both of their teammates have struggled. I don't see Miyazzi holding the lead from here, surely. But he does have a full pack of battery. I think Miyazzi's running really low wings. Looks very quick on the straight. As that's the fastest lap from Potato, stolen by Campbell. Stolen from Campbell, sorry. It's interesting to see what he'll be able to do at the end of this race. Maybe even look at those top three guys if he puts his head down. Because they might just be holding each other up now. As JDI's actually joined in on the battle, he's in the train now. He hasn't really looked close in the more race, but now he is. Just trailing them in the Haas. This will be a very good, strong result from them. But that is not taking away from Potato, who is rapidly putting that gap down to the train. And if he can get in the train, he can definitely look for a move, potentially for a podium. Very good to see. Such good, consistent driver, Potato. He's set another fastest sector. He is hunting these guys down. If he gets no post-race pens, he is looking for a strong result for sure if those mediums don't give out at the end. I hope one of these guys can go for a move to make this race a bit more interesting. He might get it from Yorgo. Yorgo's never one to back down from a fight, and he is going to go for it. Down the inside. Oh, nearly had a Lamb situation, but manages to keep it around this time. It's close, these guys. Top has been battling all race. Had a very tricky one to manage. Now, Potato's now in the DRS. On fresh medium tyres, he is in the DRS of these guys. I'll be hoping he can get past. And he's definitely looking like he can get past. But how much pace he's showing. Potato is flying for sure, you're definitely right. He's absolutely rapid on the mediums right now. And for this train, they'll be starting to get scared now. He's got more battery as well. So it's not like he used all that battery to be this quick. He just is that quick. Because here he comes now. Not like that. Can Yorgo get it this time? No, I don't think he has the battery to. Have to go back to the front. As it's looking closer than before. All these guys are now getting close to each other. That Potato's here. Or JDI nearly loses it. This is a perfect chance for Potato to go for it. Round the outside. Bit of contact. That's a place. That's a position done already. JDI didn't look to fight it that much. That's one of them down. 3 to go. If he can get them. Because they might be on older tyres, but those mediums might give it at the end. And these 3 are definitely very quick. Holy, Potato is flying on those medium tyres. Going on to lap 27. I believe the 7th or 6th last lap. Oxchilo's not going to get close enough. He's been in this position all race long. It's just not enough to go for a position. Nor does he really look like he wants to. Question is, can Potato get past Lefty? He's looking very close. But not close enough so far. Or is he? Oh, it doesn't quite go for it. It looked like he was going to for a second. He looks a lot quicker than Lefty at the moment. Lefty's definitely feeling the pressure now, Potato. It'll be hard for him to hold on. Hope for a good exit out of here, coming into the DRS. Lefty's losing time. Definitely getting pressured by the RB. It'd be nice if you could get out of DRS for Potato. He's very close to doing. I doubt he'll get any slipstream like this. Still just don't think he'll be close enough to Lefty to go for a position. Yeah, he's not quite close enough. He definitely looks the quickest out of those four, as you would expect him to be. But Swift's having a very good race in the Aston Martin. Roshan will be happy with this Tier 2 driver up in P8 right now. Fellow Tier 2 drivers are P11 and P13, so also quite a solid shift from them. Here comes Potato. He is so close to Left 4 Dead's rear end. All these drivers managing to go without a DNF, so all 17 drivers still left in this race, which will be hard for Campbell and Sammy to get points. They would have been hoping for something to go their way after the early incidents, but nothing really has. Nor would you really expect anything to happen here at Catalonia. It's quite a boring track, and if you mess up, that is most likely your race done, especially in this tier. So it is a shame for those guys who do look quick. Talking about looking quick, Potato's still here. He's still getting close, but not close enough. He covers the inside, Potato nearly looking at the outside. Now he's getting close. Definitely close enough to go for a move now. Not a good exit from Lefty. Definitely not good enough. Near to contact. Still some wheel banging. They're going to go side by side here. Well, Potato just backs out of it. Smart decision there, but Lefty goes wide. Yeah, Lefty, I mean, he's giving me a car's length, but no more than that for sure. He holds on well. He'll need to get back in DRS. Very good defense from Lefty. Interesting fight to see if he can get P3. I don't see the mediums being as quick for much longer. Lefty's nearly out of batteries. Sammy is lap, it's unfortunate for him. Well, we get to the fourth last lap now. Still things could happen here. Hoping this Left 4 Dead and Potato battle continues, because Lefty definitely looks like he's feeling the pressure now. You can definitely feel Potato right there. Oh, nearly got a bad moment for whiff. And Marty's just lagging. What the heck is happening? I don't know if that's just me or what. As it's been this top 3 for basically since lap 5. Obviously Potato has been technically in P1, but enough. No, they have about the same battery now, and he's not close enough again, I don't think. Yeah, no, not quite. Lefty doing just enough to hang on to P3. Whiff is out of session. I don't have him added. Well, that's not good. Oh, lefty nearly spins it again. Surely this is the position going now. Gonna go down the inside, but lefty closes it off. Definitely a lot of contact. Potatoes through. I'm not sure if that'll be reported for losing the position or whatever, but I don't think lefty left enough space. And I think it was probably his own fault he lost that position. Potato is up into P3 and into the podium's places. I'll be hoping to look at the top two, but I highly doubt he'll be able to get them. But to rescue a P3 after getting that collision with Fat Cat, he'll be happy. Obviously Fat Cat won't be happy to see him up there. About him though, he gets into the top 10 at least, even though he does have a penalty. But we go into the second last lap. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to stop Miyazaki from winning another race. He's got the most points in the league. And to see his teammate, who is second position in the championship, so far behind him, it's going to be hard to dethrone him from the top spot in this race and in the championship. Unless he makes a mistake. No pressure. There's also been a pretty good battle in the mid-pack. A bit quiet ever since Lamb went into the wall. Yellow flag. Campbell's lost it on the straight. I don't really know how he's done that. But yeah, been a rough day for Campbell and Sammy. Both very quick drivers, 1 and 2 in the overall Constructors Championship. And they're down and getting no points. Here we go into the last lap. Here is where everyone will have their foot down. Oshila was nearly had enough, but it's not going to be. Sammy with the fast lap. That's something he can take out of this race. With 2 sectors to go, I don't see anyone dethroning him. And this mid-battle, you can just feel a scent happening in the mid-pack. It's always chaotic. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything happening. So we come around the final couple of corners in the last sector. That's the penultimate corner. Into the last corner, the man who's basically led the race from start to finish. Miyazaki will take the win here in Spain, followed by Oxchillo in second, Potato in third, Leoparded in fourth, JDI Mr. Thunder in P5, and 11 seconds back from them is Pop Top. Those top 5 definitely ahead of the grid today. Pop Top in P6, who has had a very good race, for sure though, in that Ferrari. Yorgo in P7 reserving for the Kick-Sauber, has done well. Swith in P8, Tier 2 driver, amazing job from him. Jazz10 P9 had a very quiet race, but kept it in there. That's a top 10 finish. Fat Cat managed to get back into the top 10, but he would have been hoping for a lot better, potentially even a podium finish without that incident. Andre in P11, Cooper filling in for his team from Tier 2, gets P12. ZK in P13 has had a quite rough one tonight. With P14 from Tier 2 gets 2 points for the RB. Definitely take that. And then Lamb gets 1 point for the Mercedes at least. And then behind them you have Campbell and Sammy very far back. Both not getting any points for their teams today. Both normally get a lot of points for their teams, but just been a very rough one from the start to finish for those guys. But it's another good race from Alpine, 1 and 10. Yeah, they were definitely the main instructor again, as they always are in Tier 1. I should get those guys in for interviews. Make our way over there. Gave driver of the day to Jazz10 and the cleanest driver as well. Didn't really see much from him. Good enough, that's one of them in.